long before the first European ship hit the shores of West Africa, before the rise of colonial maps or foreign flags, there stood a kingdom, hidden in the dense rainforest of what is now Nigeria. Its walls were longer than China's Great Wall, and its warriors struck fear into neighboring lands. This was not a primitive people. This was the kingdom of Benin, an empire of mystery, power, and unimaginable sophistication. Yet today, few know its story. Why? Because its glory was stolen, its treasure scattered, its legacy buried under centuries of silence. The story begins deep in the rainforest, where the Edo people once lived in scattered settlements. Around the 11th century, a legendary figure emerged, Mikodo, the first ruler of what would become Benin. But it was not until the 12th century that a revolution happened. The Edo chiefs, known as the Ozamas, found their leader weak and turned to a distant Yoruba prince for salvation. From the city of Ife came Prince Oramiyan, a son of the powerful Oduduwa, founder of the Yoruba people. His father, Ewekan, the first true Oba of Benin, blending Yoruba royalty with Edo tradition. Under Eweka and his successors, the city began to transform. Paths became roads, clusters became quarters, shrines were built, and the royal court began to form. This was no longer a village, it was becoming a kingdom. By the 13th century, the Obas of Benin began building something monumental. Massive earthworks, known today as the Wall of Benin, rose from the ground, zigzagging over 16,000 kilometers in total length, longer than the Great Wall of China, taller than most city walls in Europe, and dug entirely by hand. These was not just defensive walls, they were statements of might, urban planning, and sacred geometry. The city of Benin itself was designed in perfect order, avenues stretching for miles, marketplaces arranged like clockwork, and palaces standing tall in the heart of the city. Dutch traders who visited centuries later would write in view, the city of Benin is larger than Amsterdam and more orderly than any other city in Europe. With strong walls and richer lands, the Obas grew powerful. Among them, none were greater than Oba Iware, who ruled in the mid-14th centuries. Iware was more than a king. He was a visionary, a magician, a warrior. He expanded the empire to its peak, conquering dozens of neighboring tribes and transforming Benin into a regional superpower. He introduced scarifications for Nombo, new regalia for royalty, and broadcasting as a sacred royal craft. Under his rule, the royal guards began crafting the famous Benin bronze, detailed flags, masks, and sculptures that told the kingdom's story. These bronze weren't mere art, they were visual history books depicting battles, coronations, and daily life at court. Later Obas like Esagir and Ogunwarem continued the legacy, each navigating foreign threats and internal rebellion while keeping Benin independent for centuries.